Businesses generally treat their workers as either independent contractors or employees. There are a number of benefits to being treated as an employee. For example, your employer will pay a portion of the employment taxes, such as FICA, whereas if you're self-employed, you have to pay the entire amount on your own. The IRS uses a 20-factor test in determining whether a worker is an employee or an independent contractor. The overarching concern here is how much control the business has over the worker. Examples of control include being able to tell the worker when, where, or how to do the work. Consider a waiter at a restaurant. They have to wear a certain uniform, they have to show up on certain days and at certain times, and they have certain procedures they have to follow. Now contrast that with a subcontractor on a construction job. They're told what result they're supposed to obtain, and then they hire their own workers, they bring their own tools, and they determine where and when and how the work is done. For example, they might be told, we need a window on this wall. They determine how that's going to be done, how many workers they need to hire, what tools are required, and all the actual details of the job. Those are two pretty clear-cut examples, and there are a lot of areas where it's a little more gray. When a business is audited for employment taxes, it can often result in a huge tax liability combined with interest and penalties for several years. When Congress passed the Revenue Act of 1978, they included Section 530, which provides relief to businesses who, in good faith, treated their workers as independent contractors when they really should have been treated as employees. This essentially grants immunity to these businesses and allows them to even prospectively continue the treatment of these workers as independent contractors. One of the requirements of Section 530 relief is that you must have had a reasonable basis for your treatment of the workers. An example of a reasonable basis could be that it's a long-standing practice in your industry to treat these kind of workers as independent contractors.